Happy spring cleaning. Guys, this is one of my favorite times of the year because although I live in California where we don't experience all 4 seasons, you do go from flowers not blooming to flowers blooming, and there's something in the air of spring that just makes you feel so productive, like it's time to get your whole life situated. And this spring, I'm getting married, so it feels like a big season because it is. And I have a bit of a to-do list for spring cleaning, and it involves basically every aspect of my life. So I thought I'd bring you guys along because I love my resetting videos. They're one of my favorite videos to make, and even though it's the end of April, that does not mean you're too late to spring clean. Sometimes I feel like on the internet we jump on a season so quick that if you're even a little bit late to it, you just feel too behind, and that is not what this is about. So even if you're watching this in May or June and you feel like summer's creeping up, get your spring cleaning in, okay? Let's get into it. Let's start with my most coveted items in my closet. These are the things I truly wear every day. I don't care if it's the dead of summer, 100 degrees outside, you will see a knit sweater on my body. This isn't even a quarter of them. I didn't even make a dent in my closet when I pulled these out. That is a problem. Some of these have tags, some I haven't worn in literally over a year, so why do I think something's gonna change? It's not. Keeping. This one's definitely keep.
Don't hold in this. Just throw me a kiss.
Alright, now that my closet has been cleaned through, I only showed my sweater portion, but I did try to make a whole series on Instagram Reels and TikTok. I'll link them down below, but that genuinely took way more time than I needed it to take. And I never finished my spring clean out series. I was making short form content for it, but I literally I had to just get rid of my stuff and sell my clothes and donate my clothes, and I couldn't have it with me anymore. So now we're at the portion where we deep clean my room. I didn't even try to clean up my background for the video because my room is just messy. I have a small space and all the things I buy, I get sent, wedding stuff is just in here. So I'm going to delegate different things to different parts of the house because I just can't have all the wedding stuff in here anymore. I just feel like I need a clean room and environment. I'm also in the process of moving half of my things to the apartment I'm moving into next month. So a bunch of my books aren't here anymore. I need to take the rest of them. There's just a lot to do. It's not a true spring reset if you don't deep clean your room. So let's get into it. My room genuinely feels so clean. Like I feel like I can take a deep breath and it feels clean in here. Next order of business is my spring to-do list and updating my binder. If you've seen any of my resetting videos, here's my trusty binder. This is my 2025 vision board. However, wedding planning has taken over my life. So I moved our invitation to the front just because it's kind of a wedding binder more than anything right now. I am gonna take it out because I don't wanna have to cover the date and location this whole time, but our invitations are beautiful. I'm not even gonna do that right now. What I want to do, which will help me with this in the future, is make a to-do list. Basically a to-do list for the rest of April and have as much done before May because May is our wedding month and we just want to enjoy the month as much as we can. There's a bridal shower, bachelorette trip, a lot of really fun stuff. So I want all of the logistics to be as far gone and finished as possible. I have a 5-minute journal. This is a gratitude journal. I think it helps me so much to focus on the good because there's a saying, focus on the good gets better, and it's really true. If you start to wire your brain to be more grateful and to think of all the positive rather than focus on the negative or things that go wrong, you genuinely feel better. So this is my gratitude journal. This is following me into this spring refresh for sure. This is my personal journal. I have not journaled in so long, and today was the first day that I felt like kind of in a rut, and a situation happened that made me really sad, and it was my first time experiencing sad emotions in probably all of 2025 because this has been the happiest year of my life, and I'm so grateful for that. And something just bummed me out today, and it was like intense, and I journaled and I was like, whoa, this is why I need to journal. It helps me so much to know how I'm feeling, to get to put it down, to get to release it. So all the tools you need for your spring refresh really could just be boiled down to this. You can write what you're grateful for, you can do your to-do list, you can do everything in one space. I have just different ones just because I do. This is my planner. I've not used it and I need to start using it again. I really love this planner. I just have been like so busy that I forget to even look at what I write down. Highly recommend. It's so funny. Genuinely, all of the things that I use, you could just get a plain journal like this one. Like this journal I got on Amazon. It's $8, maybe a little bit more now because of inflation. I'll link it down below. I love it. They have literally like 25 colors and I just put a sticker on the back. This is from the brand All Things Lillian. My friend gifted this to me, but I know Lillian personally as well and she's so sweet. So definitely recommend supporting her small business. I'm going to write a to-do list of everything I need to get done logistically and then I'm gonna just boom, put that on the top of all of this. So then when I have my productive moments and I need to go through all of my journals and stuff, I have it at the top. I wanted to pop back in here really quick and explain some of the stuff on my to-do list. I categorize things in like mental, spiritual, physical, and then like different categories such as wedding, work, YouTube, X, Y, and Z. One of the things I encourage everyone to do is to go back into your 2025 goals in January and refresh your memory because I almost never look back. And if I don't remember some of those goals, I haven't even stuck to all of them, but it's never too late to implement them because there's a reason that was a goal of yours to begin with. You know what I mean? A couple things on my mental to-do list is to keep up my gratitude journal because that's just helping me have more of a mindset of gratitude and to keep up cleaning my room. When my room is clean, I feel better. And right now I'm in such a transitional period where I'm starting to move things out of my room and my brain hates that when things aren't like all in one space. So it's definitely stretching me, but I know it's good for me and it just has to happen so that whenever I do live in the apartment after we get married, I don't have to move everything all at once. I get to do it gradually and that's actually such a gift. I just have to remember that that's a gift. Something on my physical to-do list is to just keep up my workout routine. I feel way better and more clarity mentally, physically when I'm active. So this is kind of the first time in my adult life that I've had the health to keep up with activity and my workout routine. So I feel so grateful for that. And yeah, I just want to keep that up this spring. Spiritual to-do list. I've read my Bible every single night of 2025 so far, even if it's like really quick before bed. So I want to just keep that up and even implement that way more than just a quick little psalm at night. Then the majority on here is like wedding stuff, like order the cake, meet with florist, order the DJ, order candles from Michaels, get Amazon candle holders, things like that that are just like all wedding related. Just wanted to explain because I feel like I showed you guys everything I use, but I didn't explain what the purpose of those things are. For the next segment of spring cleaning, I am appalled at the state of my car, okay? I don't know how it gets like this, but I kind of do. I drive back and forth between LA and Orange County all of the time, so I eat in my car sometimes, I change in my car, I bring extra clothes with me. I kind of spend too much time in my car, like minimum 4 hours a day sometimes. This is a job for genuinely a professional. Like it's foul in here and I'm going to get my car detailed and pay the price because though it is a pretty penny, it is always worth it to be in a clean car. Until my fiance gets a car, once we get married next month, we are going to share a car. It just matters that we take good care of it. So I'm going to show you the before. Spring cleaning is not just the room. It's not just the clothes. It has to be the transportation as well. I took my car to the detailer and it was so rancid before. I'm so glad that I did this. However, I left the seat, like plastic cushiony thing they left on for too long and it kind of made my seats dirty again because of the moisture getting stuck. So the after is good because it's way better, but it's not as good as it could have been. But I'm so thankful, so grateful. $180 well spent in my opinion. I thought I would end my little spring reset video with my book to be read for the spring. So that means for the next couple months, these are the books that are on my list of books I want to read. If you don't know, April is like the month of new releases. I didn't know that until this year where I found out Emily Henry had a new book, Abby Jimenez had a new book. So many new books being brought into the world this month. So this is on my list. I plan on reading this in a couple weeks during my bachelorette trip. I just want to savor it and not read it too quickly. I just want to have fun with it. The other book is Passion Project by London Sperry. This is her debut novel and it takes place in New York City. It's exactly everything I love. A New York City romance novel. Books that I don't physically have but are also on my TBR. You don't know, I love historical fiction and I've been meaning to read The Women by Kristen Hanna for a few months now, so that is the next historical fiction I would love to read. And I kind of want to read The Let Them Theory. I know everyone's doing that, but I actually don't know anything about it other than everyone's reading it and it's giving the same vibes as Atomic Habits. I'm sure they're very different, but I wouldn't know because I don't know anything about it. I also really want to read On Writing by Stephen King. It's his memoir about the craft of writing and I really want to get back into writing. So I think it'd be a cool book to read once I start doing that. I don't know if that's going to be this spring or this summer or this fall or this year, but that would be the goal. The rest of my TBR kind of lies on the videos I want to make, and I'm kind of thinking of either doing my fiance picks what I read for a week or judging books based on their covers and then actually reading them and just going to Barnes & Noble and picking the books that appeal to me literally based on just the cover. I feel like that would be really fun. We'll see what I end up doing. But thank you for watching this video and getting productive with me. It's always motivating to watch these kind of videos and I hope that it inspires you to get some order in your life. I love you guys.